Yeah, hello. Trump here. I'll be playing through one mission in the campaign of Might and Magic Heroes 7 in this sponsored video. Disclosure, I am getting paid the big bucks to bring this gameplay video to you. That's valued, since I enjoy turn-based strategy games, and Might and Magic Heroes is an iconic part of that genre. The series has been around for 20 years. Might and Magic Heroes 7 recently released for PC, and is available for $49.99. The launch trailer can be found in the description box below. Now let's check out that campaign gameplay. We start at the council table of Duke Ivan and his 6 trusted advisors, representing the factions of Dungeon, Sylvan, Stronghold, Academy, Necropolis, and Haven. Selecting the advisors will start that faction's missions. And you can start with any of them and you can pick up their story later and jump to another faction.
I'm all ears.
Ivan is conflicted on the proper way to handle this civil war and has called upon his counselors to tell him stories. This part isn't obvious, and it would probably be good for the game to let you know that the Sylvan faction, having quickly briefly looked at all of them, is a good one to start with, since you start with a fairly simpler start. We're gonna select the hard difficulty, since I'm a veteran at these types of games.
Are my ladies and lords all familiar with the people we call the Shalden?
The Sea Elves.
Indeed, our seaborn cousins who wander the oceans of Ashen. I want to tell you the story of a young Shalden. To outsiders he was known as Wisloth, or simply Wiss. Wisloth was the eldest son of a famous captain and great hero, Osrath Ilrian. Now Osrath Ilrian was getting old, and intended to retire. It was no secret he would appoint Wiss as his successor. Nobody had asked Wisloth what he wanted. If they had, they would have known he had no interest in taking his father's place. What place did he crave for himself, you ask? Well, Wisloth had not figured that out yet. And it seems the dragons had grown bored of waiting for him to make a choice. As all sea elves, Wiss was an expert sailor and a great swimmer. But Shalasa was so angry that night that even he was struggling not to drown. The last thing he saw, before losing consciousness, was his ship being swallowed by the storm. How many days did Wisloth drift with only hunger and thirst as companions? One day, he woke up lying on the sands of an unknown shore. Rather than cursing the dragons, he was grateful to be alive. Silana and Shalasa had shown mercy. Curious to see where fate had landed him, Wisloth set out to explore.
And we start with our humble beginnings of this Sylvan campaign. Shipwrecked on a mysterious island, explore his surroundings to determine where fate has taken him.
The first creature Wisloth came across was a lone unicorn, grazing under the cool shadows of the trees. To Wisloth's surprise, the majestic animal offered to become his mount. Where there are tame unicorns, there are often elves.
You know, this story is starting to sound somewhat familiar. Are there white tigers next?
There will be no tigers in this story, Duke Ivan, but I can promise you some surprises.
Alright, free unicorn, that's value. Here we go, a nice small combat to begin. If you've played Might and Magic Heroes before, this will look very familiar to you. Grid-based combat. Looks like my pirates hit twice. Fighting on a ship gets bonuses. This is a melee character. And I wonder if I have any good spells here. I have no spells. So this is a nice basic start. Looks like I'm just going to be using my hero to get in some freebie attacks. I'm gonna wait for these guys to come so that I can get in my freebie hero attacks until these spiders come in. Gotta whittle these guys down. Can tell where they're gonna be. Looks like I might be best off if only one of these can hit me, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide in this corner here. I might have severely underestimated how strong my guy is. In this game, kind of unique to the Might and Magic games, is actually a flanking, which means if you're attacking the enemy from the back, you get a damage modifier. Wow, I think I just crit or something. Flawless victory. $1,500 gold or 1,000 XP. Looks like I don't have a base yet, so I'll take the XP. There's a leveling system. All hunters, druids, blade, dancers, and the upgrades controlled by the hero gain the Sea Warfare ability. I can either take on these Nature Revenges things. Looks like since I attack, getting these to mark might be useful. Creatures attacking a marked creature benefit from +4 attack for every mark. Sure, I'll take that.
Next, Wistloth came across a herd of twilight stags, moving silently through the forest. Wistloth decided to follow the stags, as they seemed to beckon him along.
+2 scouting range. Sure, I'll take that. I can just go from here. Oh. Aha! I am a champion wolf slayer. Oh, no flawless this time. What do we have here? A chest, pile of ore. Alright, a sun deer. Welcome aboard. I can't resist this loot lying around. Plus, I have a sun deer now. Gonna let it come to me. That stag sure can tank. Let's take impede. That's not going to be very important until I get a lot of archers, I imagine.
The stags led Wisloth and his mount to a small clearing. Pixies and spirits were dancing around a standing stone, half covered in moss and plants. Though he was a sea elf, Wisloth knew enough about the customs of the elves living on land to recognize a dragon line stone, marking an underground river of dragon blood, the source of all magic. If there were other elves nearby, then he might well find them at the convergence of the dragon lines, where the power would be strongest.
Alright, pixies. Now there are two ways to fight, quick combat or just normal combat. Quick combat lets the computer resolve it quickly, which is probably good against these small fry. And indeed, as you get more units, having everything animate fully can be a bit much. So I'm gonna crank the combat speed up by a lot. Now, as an unfortunate note, that does mean that the combat sounds are... let's see, is this ranged? Nope. The combat sounds don't go off anymore. This is probably overkill in strategy for a small fry, but might as well get off to a good start. Just positioning my guy so that the other guy doesn't come and get me. Oh, that'll actually impede him too. So I'm glad that combat can be sped up with a setting like this, but it is a bit of a bummer to not have the satisfying crunch of enemies fighting. Can I have my stag tank? Alright, treasure. Wow, I leveled up twice? Okay. Enemy creatures can get up to 2 marks. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like I can only get these for now. Snatch, sure. Increases the hero's movement, sure.
Traveling from stone to stone, Whisloth eventually reached a stone circle. This was what Whisloth had been looking for. A nexus of the dragon lines. As he approached the monument, Whisloth noticed a figure sitting next to the largest stone, meditating. The woman, dressed in the robes of a druid, was probably not older than him, despite her silvery hair. She observed Whisloth as he dismounted, piercing him with her amber eyes. There was a pride and defiance in her gaze, but Whisloth also sensed something else. A deep, familiar loneliness.
Why, hello there.
You are not of my people.
My name is Whisloth. I was on a ship. I fell overboard during a storm, and I followed the dragon lines here.
You are a Sheldon. We haven't seen your kind this far north for many, many moons.
I don't want to burden you with my plight. Is there a port nearby? I've been walking for days.
I believe Felista did most of the walking.
Felista? The unicorn?
If she likes you, I shall trust you. Follow me to my camp, Sheldon.
Thank you, my lady. Can you tell me where we are? Is this Irulan?
This is the Twilight Archipelago. You are farther from home.
Thanks, unicorn. We're in. Follow to the Sylvan Outpost. Pile of dragon steel. Alright, where to? Whoa, slow down there, buddy.
Lady Danan, who is this stranger?
Everything's fine, Silriel. Felista has found another castaway. This one seems to be a Sheldon.
Whisloth, at your service.
A sea elf, eh? Maybe Solana put you on our path to get us out of our predicament.
A shipwrecked sailor doesn't inspire much confidence.
Anyone can be thrown to the sea in a storm. What is your predicament?
We are castaways, Sheldon. Just like you.
We were on our way to Dragon Mist Island. when our ship was caught in a maelstrom and crashed on the reefs north of here. We built new ships, but they were sunk. A tribe of Cyclops controls what comes and goes from the island, from the top of their cliffs.
Cyclops? They can be tricky. Are there not enough of you to oust them from their perch?
Short of climbing the cliff, which would be suicide, the only way to reach them would be for a few brave souls to sail through the maelstrom again and moor on the other side of the island.
I don't know if Providence or the dragons truly put me on this island, but neither Cyclops nor a maelstrom are going to keep me here.
Right. Build a ship. We need wood, gold, and ore. Now I can control her as well. I've got my city here, Shalwyn. You can build a few of these in order to unlock more units. Let's start with the simple Hallowed Grove. And alright, gotta spend money to make money. Get my economy rolling. Threat deadly. Let's ignore. Let's dodge those guys for now. Get the freebies first. Look at all this treasure lying around. One cave hydra. The thing about quick combat versus fighting manually is the ability to do things such as tank with your big tanky unit. And not just run in. Alright, so this thing is gonna hit for 21. It hit for 80. Ouch. By it hits for 21, I suppose I meant 58 to 73. Wow, that is a serious Hydra. No, my dear. I thought you said trivial. Rip. Well, apparently you can redo your fights. Not that that's gonna help me much. We're gonna have to get maximum value here. Play a little bit of keep away. Alright, I do believe this does still want to go in first. Get him, sea pirate, from behind! Ouch. Gonna have to do some serious kiting here. Big dumb Hydra. Well, that was not a pretty victory. Rip stag. But we got my gold mine going. Alright. We'll get some of the basics going here. Mundo. Great. You're not gonna let Danon show you up, are you, Wizloth? That's okay. Oh, hold on. Let's go this way. A modest army. More gold. Do we have any spells here? Stone Skin, Blizzard, Fog Shroud, no ranged, Poison Spray. That's pretty good. Let's see, both of these are... Immune to poison, mind effects, and fear. Undead. Boo. Guess we just attack for now. Hey, I actually have an archer. Two archers. The druids, leaf daggers, can shoot with full range at all enemies in a line. Generally in games I love archery and just hanging back. Alright. Yeah, let's try the stone skin thing. What a tank. I'd rather not get the retaliate on this to start with. We'll just move on up. One of the things about the ranged is, as you can see here, loses half its damage when shooting further than half the width, so that's currently taking half. I guess I'll hit this. Ow, those poor guys. But got my gold mine. Yeah. We're gonna need to consolidate forces here. Sorry, Wizloth. I'm sure you'll do fine. Can we stack the dryads together? There we go. A true hero. knows that he needs to prepare a little bit. Arcane Eagle. Sure, let's see how this goes. Alright, Arcane Eagle. 400 hit points. But this time I've brought more friends. Can I poison spray this one? Yes! Alright, let's let that get poisoned down here. Oh, that took 150. Poison spray OP. I want to wait until this. Guess I'll have the Dryads take the first hit. Nice. Managed to DPS that guy before his turn. Alright, let's see what's going on in Shaolin here. It's a new week. Oh, I should have built the structure before the week was up. Provides 5 random spells. Granted to all visiting heroes that fulfill the requirements. Yeah, light. And Mother Treants. Alright. Yeah, a lot of guys, but not very tough. Yeah, let's just get him. Build a building every day. Town Hall is definitely value over the long term. Probably should have built it first, considering these don't populate until the next week. Alright, let's see about this ship thing now. We're gonna let the lady handle this. Sail through the maelstrom, reach the other side. Defeat the Cyclops. Hopefully I have enough. An observatory. Alright, I should build something before the end of the week. sacred tree. Looks like I'm running low on wood. Thankfully, not many more things require wood. Let's build the cooler stuff. Alright, let's get that random treasure there. Oh, more random treasure. Okay, we can train up our army now. Looks like that is actually pretty much everything. I wonder if I can get them both on the boat. I'll fight you real fast. We'll find out whether or not two guys can go on a ship. Need individual ships. Well, I just hijacked a ship then. I may have prepared a little too hard for this Cyclops. Mayhaps. Alright, the Cyclops. Hits all neighboring enemy units. Got null. The guy's got a ranged weapon. I have a bunch of melee. It's basically all melee, other than that. Alright, the spells I can cast. Regen, Firebolt. Get rid of that ranged guy real quick. So attacking will mark it. Now it can't make its way all the way up to here. Well, ensnare it, I should say. And this is why I want more archers. Alright. Everyone, pile on! Oh, this guy's resistant to fire, I suppose. Vulnerable to light. Unfortunately, all I have is heal. Oh, it resurrects, huh? Alright, Cyclops down. Exploration master. Threat high. Alright. Well, the good news is it looks like I did in fact need to get more units. We'll wait for reinforcements. Alright, I believe she is stronger. So let's consolidate. Alright, Danan. Let's do this. 5 Cyclops, 20 Harpy, 20 Null. This guy's kind of tough, this guy's kind of tough. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is a siege. But I did bring a nice siege unit. Hooray. They don't have many ranged units. They just have those silly gnolls. Oh, the centaurs. It's kind of serious. .304 earth damage to target creature at the start of its next 3 turns. Well, it looks like it would be gross overkill. Guess we just put it on the Cyclops. Splash, splash. .304 damage. Wow, that Cyclops is serious business. Just wait for the poison spray. Let's see what happens if I stack it again. Lasts for 3 turns, so it just refreshes. And so the Cyclops collapsed of poison.
As the true leader of my people, I must thank you for delivering us from the Cyclops. But no, I do not revere you like the others.
I seek no reward, Lady Danan. Only a chance to rejoin my own people.
Danan's like, yeah, I pretty much did all the work there.
The dragons themselves sent you to save us. They wish you to join us on our journey. Where we are going has never been seen by Shalden eyes.
It is to our mutual benefit to remain together. I won't survive long in this perilous archipelago by myself. And if you intend to reach that Dragon Mist Island you mentioned, you'll need a navigator.
As much as I resent involving a stranger in this, your offer is sensible. Prepare the ship, Whistloth. We're leaving this cursed rock as soon as we can.
Really? It's gonna make me go all the way over there? Alright.
And so, Whistloth had chosen to knot his fate with that of Danan and her entourage. He guided them away from the small island of the Cyclops into the treacherous seas of the Twilight Archipelago.
Alright, well that's a good introductory to The Might and Magic, a simple mission to start with. The basics. I'm sure I could beat that in much faster time next time. Thanks for watching this sponsored video on this quick look into the basics of Might and Magic Heroes 7. Click the annotation to see the launch trailer if this has piqued your attention.